Hello and welcome to Altenew September 2024 release video hop. My name is Aditi and I'm going to be sharing inspiration using the Stencil art Geranium set. Now in this hop you have a chance to win fabulous prizes, so definitely do hop along, leave some love at every creator's video, like, share and subscribe to the channels, and definitely enter the fabulous giveaway. Here's a peek at the stencil art set. So we have the fabulous geraniums and we have a different size stencil which is slightly longer, and I think it works perfectly for slimline cards. I will show you an inspiration that I created in the form of a slimline card, but for this card today I have an A2 size white cardstock panel, and I'm going through my stencils and choosing the stencil that gives me the entire cluster. So I'm going to begin with my leaves and branches just so that I know how much space it is going to occupy on my card. I'm using the Jade Dream set and mini blending brushes for the foliage. So starting with the lightest color, I am just ink blending the leaves and the branch onto one part of the card. So I have placed it diagonally at the bottom so that I can later add another cluster on the top. So finishing that with the first layer, I'm going in with the next stencil for the leaves and the branches with my second color of green, that's Mossy Meadows. And I am going to just repeat the same process, ink blend and add that detailed layer for a darker green, bringing somewhat this cluster to life. Of course, we need the flowers, so that'll add to the look altogether. For that detailed final layer, I'm just going to use the green opal and add the shading and depth. And once that's done, I am picking back the first stencil to add flowers. And just to make sure that I'm aligning this well, I am going to use my stencil with the leaves and the branches that I used earlier as a reference guide and place that over the stencil with the flowers, just aligning it well so that I have my flowers in place. So you see me overlapping both the stencils, getting the position right, and then placing it on my card and adhering that first stencil for the flowers on the sticky mat. For that reason, the sticky mat really comes handy, and I absolutely love using that to hold my stencils down in place. For the flowers, I'm using the Blushberry Bliss set of inks and adding all the four inks right there. So I'm beginning with the lightest ink and ink blending that, and I'm just making sure to not go in with the pinks on the flower centers simply because I've added that first, since I used the stencil with the foliage first. So just going in and lightly ink blending, adding my first layer of the pink through that first stencil. I then move ahead. I am moving ahead to the next layer, adding the dusty pink, and I'm repeating the same step to make sure that everything is aligned and positioned well. I constantly use that leaf stencil as a reference guide, basically overlapping it with the flower stencil and then placing the flower stencil down in place. So going in with that second shade of the pink, I am again ink blending and adding all that color down through the stencil for the flowers. And in this manner, I just continue on with the other two layers of the stencil and ink colors. Meanwhile, a quick reminder that this is a YouTube hop, so do leave comments on every designer's video and like, share and subscribe to enter the fabulous giveaway. Stay tuned till the end of the video because I share card inspiration using other products from this release. And do follow me on Instagram at adi.mahajan to see the photos and some reels showcasing the process of some of the cards I show you today. Now coming back to my card, once this cluster is complete, here's a closer look at how that looks. And in the same way, I'm just going to add another cluster on the other side of the card. So I have created a custom pattern paper for myself in this manner. Now I'm going to use the Raised Sentiments embossing folder, and run this panel through the embossing folder on my machine and emboss these sentiments, creating a nice textured look for my background. So absolutely love how that turned out, and I have just matted this on an A2 card base. I'm using the Timeless Sentiments 3 die set, and I have die cut the word grateful. So for the topmost layer I have used Rhodolite glitter cardstock, and for the shadow base layer I have used vellum, and I just need to adhere this down on my card to complete it. So a simple card, yet a statement card is what I would like to call this, and I think this comes together so easily, and the geraniums just look so pretty. So that is a closer look at this card complete, and I love the details of that embossing folder on the card, just adding a nice little touch for it. Now with the same stencil, here's a look at the slimline card that I have created. Again, just use some brighter shades and completed that. Now, in the new release, we have a Builder Garden Alluring Orchids set, and this comes with a nice long orchid cluster with coordinated layered stencils and an add-on die to die cut that entire cluster and the bigger sentiments. So here is a look at a card that I created. This is a one layer card, and I have used inks and color pencils and created that. And then here's a look at a dimensional card I created using the same stamp set. Now using the Hellebore Craft of Flower die, that's a look at the card that I have created. And moving on to the Mini Delight, Afternoon Delights, that is a look at the card that I've created. Just love the teacups in this set. And with the dynamic duo bird on bloom, I have used the die, the stamp and the stencil and created this card. So here is a look at some cards with the Craft Your Life Mixed Blooms project kit. I created 3 cards, and in this card I have incorporated the Scandinavian die as well. I have used the die here too, and here are cards that I have created with the holiday release: the cardinal, the berry branch and the bird house, mixing up with the pocket sentiments as well as the timeless sentiments. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and again, like, share and subscribe and hop along for fabulous inspiration. Do let me know which is your favorite kit in the comments below. Until the next time, take care and bye bye.